It's rare that I get to play a game that aligns so well with my channel name. Hello everybody, welcome. I am Galactic Odyssey, and I hope to offer you an astronomical experience, both in magnitude of fun that we're going to have together, as well as, perhaps, the scope of exploration here in the Outer Wilds. This is going to be a blind playthrough. I'm going into this totally unawares of pretty much anything surrounding this, other than knowing that this is partially puzzle-based, mostly exploration, and a lot of people cite this as one of their most emotionally impactful games, which I'm here for, quite frankly. I love getting into the vibe of the experience, and I'm already getting the impression from the great menu title music that perhaps you might want to go grab yourselves a snack, sit back, relax, as we jump into this experience. One caveat, though, I would say, please do not spoil this in the comments for yours truly, both for my sake and the sake of others who have not played this. And I would even go so far as to say that maybe if you haven't played this, don't watch this video. Maybe go play it for yourself first, get the first-hand experience, and then come back if you want to see how somebody else made it. Okay, enough with that. With that being said, let's jump in. Oh, this isn't a cutscene. Off to a great start. Okay. Looking around. Okay, so if this is going to be exploration-based, we've got to be very attentive to details. So I'm hoping to be thorough in surveying our surroundings. Roast marshmallow. How's that to start off the experience? Move the stick, extend the stick. Oh yeah, you don't want to you don't want those marshmallows too crispy. A little crispy is okay, but you don't want them overly burned. It's just a little singed. That hits the spot. Okay, so with that, talk to Slate. There's our pilot. Back from your pre-launch campout under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program and suddenly, here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say, ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. Well, out of an abundance of caution, are you sure you fixed the retro rockets? I don't want this to end prematurely. That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that, but hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Yeah, I guess not. Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the Observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Got it. We should probably initiate dialogue a few times. Oh, there we go. Cool. How is the ship looking? Great. Hey, you might get a kick out of this. I've repurposed the spare oxygen tank to be used as an extra combustion chamber. That seems explosive. Is that safe? Probably. Well, I guess I'm going to be the one to test it out, huh? How safe would you say this thing is? Oh, it's a perfect 10. Unless you're factoring in pilot error, in which case it's about a 4. No offense. Hey, well, I mean, we all gotta start somewhere, right? Neil Armstrong, I am not. What else? What's my mission once I'm in space? Hey, you're the pilot. You tell me. Aren't you pilot types all eager to get up there and explore for yourselves? Doesn't matter if you go to the moon, or Brittle Hollow, or just the other side of Timber Hearth. It's all the same to me. Get out there and have fun. Just don't hurt the ship, that's all I ask. Yeah, can do. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how responsive this thing is, I guess. What else should I do before liftoff? If you have any goodbyes to say, better say them now. I think your friend Hal is in the observatory waiting to see you off. Oh, and Gosson says they have the 0G chamber set up if you want a refresher on making ship repairs in space. Not saying you have to, but it'd help get Gosson off my back if you did. Okay, so there's a few names mentioned. There's Hornfells, there's Gosson, his name is Slate. We're going to have to get acquainted with all of the cast of characters. Okay. Cool. Well, anything particular that we can pick up here? Doesn't appear to. Doesn't appear to be. Really beautiful environment we have going on here. Oh, wow. Look at this. So this is our little village, I suppose. Stuff is moving quite quickly across the sky, which stands to reason, or from which I can only surmise this is perhaps a smallish planet. The rotation's that quick? I don't know. Anyway, talk to Micah. Hey, it's you! Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going to go into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. But, you know, flattery will get you everywhere. I want to practice with the pro before I leave. How's that, Micah? Oh, you're just saying that. But if you really want to practice with me, I guess I could help you out a little. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Show me what you've got. Using... what? Fly model ship. Oh, here we go. So I have a feeling this is going to come back to play. Horizontal thrust, WASD. Down and up thrust, left control. Alright, that's down. Shift. Oh, okay. Got it. And so the amount that you press definitively has implications. Whoa, okay. Okay. Oh, this is already off to a great start. I'm stuck behind the billboard. Oh, I can reset, though. Oh, that's handy. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get it. Geyser. There we are. There we go. Hey, look at that. Can I blast it further off into space? Yeah, something like that. Oh, is it in orbit now? Well, I don't know. Did we do okay? Let's see if they have anything to say about that. Wow, that was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. You'll be okay flying the big one, right? I mean, Slate didn't exactly inspire me with a ton of confidence, but I'm a pretty professional pilot, as you've seen there, so no cause for alarm. Alright, so we've got Slate, we've got Micah. Whom else do we have here? Launch tower that away. Porphy. Hey yo, hatchling. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's Yumi and Gosson open up a bottle of the good stuff. The good stuff is less delicious sap wine and more daunting digestive challenge. Probably not smart to take before space flight, I would imagine. An iron stomach is the mark of a true Harthian, my friend. Our hardy hunter-gatherer lifestyle stems from trial and error, by which I mean our ancestors survived by eating a lot of bad things. Any new dirt? Let's get some of the town gossip going. I'm hoping to teach Esker to tap trees next time they return from the Addle Rock. If they bring me lunar sap, I can attempt moon wine. You know, they're throwing a lot of, like, proper nouns and terms at me. Esker, Addle Rock, lunar sap. I'm just trying to keep up here. What are you up to? I've just finished sealing up another batch of sap wine for aging. I like to begin aging on a batch on the day of a significant occasion, you know? That's why there are so many bottles labeled structural collapse and house fire. What about, imminent ship explosion? Is that in there? Does that make the list? Alright, we got an old timer here. You actually blasted off in that thing, huh? Well, I'm told that their safety standards have improved. All I know is between the space program and Micah's model rockets, things seem to burn to the ground around here more than they used to. Are you gonna watch me take off? Of course. I'll be watching from a safe distance, obviously, and mostly to make sure nothing catches fire. But watching nonetheless. Cool. Do you guys have like a hose or something on standby in case I set fire to the town? Satellite camera. This projector is linked to our Sky Shutter satellite, which is currently orbiting Timber Hearth. Satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. So right-click for forward snapshot, R for rear. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Rear is... Okay, I see. Oh, there's our village. There we are. Ta-da. That kind of looks like the observatory that we're meant to go find as well. This pilot seat used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar is all that remains of our inaugural flight into space. Although it's been argued such a distinction requires a breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Parthian history. I see. So Feldspar is no longer with us, but he or they or whomever paved the way, huh? Okay. Good to know. Never forget. So that's our little community flag, I guess. So we're called the Hearthians, and there is a fire. Now, not to get too mythologically nerdy on everybody, but the hearth is sort of, at least in Greek and Greco-Roman mythology, the symbol of the home, tended by Vesta or Hestia, depending on your persuasion. I don't know. Are there Vestal virgins here on Hearth? Who's to say? Not me, certainly. Various, I wonder, like, extra vehicular jetpack equipment here lying around, possibly. Very cool. Got the friendly local woodcutter, Marl. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's going to miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. Yeah, this guy... It's like to the man with an axe, everything looks like a tree, right? Nice try, we know you have it out for that tree. What? No, I just think it's in the way and someone ought to chop it down, you know, specifically me. Ha, you think this has to do with the time I fell out of it and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchlings. Who would hold a grudge for that long? If you swing by the moon, say hi to Esker for me. Oh, by the moon. Moon, you say? Man, look at all those celestial bodies up there. I'm not even sure which one is the moon. I guess that nearest one there, right? But I'm sure we'll figure it out once we get up there. Here's nice. Some are naughty and some are nice. The G is silent, I assume. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Okay. From that, I assume that means I'm not the first to be going out there, right? So what other instruments are we talking about? Oh, sure. I made all their instruments, you know. Let me see. There's Chert's drums, Rybeck's banjo, and Gabro's flute. Interesting names. I'm trying to see if there's any kind of, like, phonetic implications. There's like a C, an R, a G. I don't know. Maybe not. And Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels just like yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space. That'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. So feldspar was referenced in reference to that pilot seat over there, right? He was the inaugural. Feldspar was first, FF, right? Interesting. Trouble is, every time a Harthian leaves for outer space, there's one less musician in our orchestra. Where's the observatory? It's questions like that that make us worried about you going up into space on your own, you know. The observatory is up the path behind the waterfall. There are a couple signs marking the way, but really, you just gotta keep going up and then hook a right when you get to the 0G cave. Well, do I get an instrument? If I'm gonna be an astronaut, I feel like I should pick my own instrument, shouldn't I? I'll take the keytar. You know, it'll have like a nice melodic variety and timbre, but also be portable, which is important in space travel. Tephra. Well, if it isn't my favorite troublemaker, I assume. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Oh, let's get some signal scope training, I guess. Woohoo! Okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide with these radios. Technically, it's Galena and I, anyway. And you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. Oh, I love that. The way they're like multiple eyes open and close at once. I guess that confirms that we are in fact Harthian and not human, as I was wondering. So, oh, interesting. Zoom in. Oh, there you are. Okay, well, I'm not going to say that's an amazing hiding spot, but, you know, props for hiding behind a waterfall. You know, that's a very video game of you. Hello. Oh, you found me? But my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us, okay? Alright, well... you can see it right from here, but how am I gonna... There's somewhere I can jump from? Oh, I can jump over here. Okay. Cool. So... where's your little buddy? Over... Oh, are they inside the house or on the house? Let's see. Oh, there you are. Hello, Galena. I won? I'm happy. Thanks for playing with us. Anytime. Do I get something? I guess just the satisfaction of being local hide-and-seek champion, I suppose. Maybe that's its own. Also, can I jump over here and take a look at this? Is this a launch pad, or... Maybe, I guess this is just drone practice, huh? Okay, cool. So now we know all about the signal scope. So we gotta be on the lookout for the other astronauts. Those who have come before. Spinel. Fishing rhyme, singing helps me pass the time. You're leaving the crater. I guess we'll all be a little busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet, Giant's Deep, that's where I'd go. Because you're a fisherman? One time after the rest of the village had left to sleep and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabbro told me about their first trip to Giant's Deep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down on account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabbro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They traveled down and down. But suddenly, Gabbro couldn't go any further. And then what? I was just pausing dramatically. As though exercising a will of its own, the water was refusing to let Gabbro go any deeper. It held Gabbro back, almost as if it were trying to protect them from something. And then, in the terrible darkness, Gabbro saw it. The tentacle of some hideous beast. Ah! I mean, that's what Gabbro said anyway. Whatever it was, it freaked Gabbro out pretty good. Everyone wants to hear new stories at the village campfire, you know. Make sure you bring some back with you. Okay. Well, I suppose that's it for you guys. So we got to visit the moon. We got to visit Giant's Deep. There was something Bramble, Twisted Sister, something or other. There was another celestial body that was referenced, but I'm sure we'll get plenty of opportunity to see what our options are here before too long. Okay. Cool. Arcos. Hi, astronaut. You know the patch of ghost matter from inside the fence? Gosson said it used to be bigger when they were a hatchling, because ghost matter evaporates. Okay. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm a grown-up. Ghost matter is awesome. Don't you know that ghost matter is how Tektite lost their foot? Whoa, really? That is so cool. It's cool that little scouts can detect ghost matter and all, but what would be really cool is if the little scout could, like, shoot ghost matter at stuff. Oh, pew pew pew! Oh, more reading. Alright. Danger. Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter. A strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eyes. The good news is that you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around. So, if you can't go through it, what's the point of taking a picture of it, I wonder? Huh. I mean, it does show up pretty well on the camera. Oh, it's there all the time. It's not just when it flares up right there. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So I guess that's like an environmental hazard that we're going to have to contend with on our travels. What is this? The Zero-G Cave. Hey, come say hi to your old flight coach before your launch. I've got Zero-G training set up if you want a refresher. Gosson. Now, I don't know if this is coincidental, but is it important that, like, the first letter of their names is kind of related to what they do in some cases? Like Gosson and Zero-G, Slate and the ship. I feel like there was another one. Feldspar was the first. I don't know. Maybe it's just like an easy little, like, verbal device that they're using to help us remember stuff. Anyway. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Oh, see? He's lost an eye, so he's actually a 3-eye. Interesting. Right, like you weren't nervous for your first flight. Hey, don't worry about it. Your nerves are between you, me, and the vast endlessness of space. But really, you'll do fine out there. I'd worry more about that ship if I were you. Hopefully that lunatic Slate at least fixed the retro rockets. So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the Zero-G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute Zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. I need the practice, yeah. Cool, get to it, and try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch. No promises. Zero-G, huh? That's really cool. So we're not just going to be zipping around in our little spacecraft. We're actually going to have to get out and check out the local starry scenery, it would seem. Flashlight, press F. Oh, cool. Okay. Now, does this have a battery that I need to conserve, or I'm not seeing any indications, so I'm guessing no. Super cool though. All this like speckled I guess, debris on the cave walls. Or what do we have here? Suit up. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. Okay, what do we got here? We got our oxygen. We got our O2. We got our fuel. We've got our relative gravity. And we have, like, our orientation axis, I guess. Okay. So, left control shift, up, down. So that's just like the little drone, right? Oh, cool. Whoa. Nice. All right. Let's take a look around. Tough. Hey, hey. Nice of you to drop down. I'm getting some zero G time in. So you're going in there, in the cave. Huh. What? No, I'm fine. Great. Great and fine. What's up, man? Are you upset that I'm leaving you? Well, you know I hate that cave, so I don't know why you're making me talk about it. Now I've got hand sweats. What's so bad about it? Some fresh dirt? Not much happening down here lately. Let me think. Come to think of it, Tektite saw something crash outside of the village crater earlier. That's new and different. Oh, hey. How about that? Yeah, they were on fire watch with the old scout launcher and saw smoke, so they want to check it out. Safety first, right? No, I'm kidding. I said that to Tektite once. Pretty rude how long they laughed for, if you ask me. Yeah, safety is, it seems like safety is kind of a secondary consideration in this particular culture. But look, the life of an explorer is fraught with natural dangers, so... Oh. Alright. Alright, let's not crash into the ground if we can help it. Alright, very nice. Okay. Gotta keep an eye on the fuel level. Looks like O2 is not going to be an issue. They're probably not going to make us deal with that in reality until we actually get into space, right? Whoa. Alright, we're going to have to start contending with Newton's laws here pretty soon. An object in motion tends to remain in motion, right? Ooh, this is trippy. Okay. Alright. Flashlight. Oh, keep the flashlight on. 0 of 3 repaired. Is that... Oh, cool. Lock on. Space hold match velocity. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, like, once we've kind of lined up our azimuth, as it were, we can make sure we don't... It's kind of like a little bit of an autopilot, right? Hold repair. Did we do it? Okay, there we go. One of them. Boy, we're gonna have to get comfortable with changing our axis of reference real quick. I'm hearing some Sparky McSpark noises. Oh, that's probably my... It's probably my own thrusters, right? Is that something in there? Yeah. Looks like it. Oh, and there's something else inside the little tube there. Now, let's not go too crazy here. Okay. And let's just sort of goose our way in there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Now, let's back it up. And I want to say the last one was down here inside this this tube, right? So I'm wondering, like, what exactly the point of the exploration is. Like, is it just for the love of the game, so to speak, that everybody's, like, these astronauts are out there? Oh boy, I'm struggling here apparently. Is that why they're going out there? Or is there some kind of resource that they're trying to find? Alright, we need to go up like so. Or some other kind of like... Oh, gosh. This is going to take a while to get used to. Or some other kind of like objective they're trying to accomplish by going out there, you know? Like, I don't know, I mean, humans will often explore just for the sake of exploring, but will also sometimes do it to try to gain new sort of resource opportunities. Alright, that was surprisingly challenging. But I'm sure we'll get used to that here. I'm sure we'll get plenty of practice. Alright, training simulation complete. I am the perfect astronaut. Alright, so we gotta go up, except up is down. Here we go. 50% fuel, huh? Okay, we gotta build up some momentum, I suppose. Now, why can't I get up there, I wonder? Interesting. Is it because I keep crashing into the walls right here? Oh, there we go. I think I just had my controls off a little bit. So, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So that would be it, right? I think there's nothing else to say to our friend over there. And there we are. Very good. Man, that has me, like, nervous and excited at the same time. The fact that we're just going to be kind of, I suppose, just floating out there without a tether, right? Like, I assume if we were going to be actually tethered to our craft, that would have been part of the simulation. But the fact that is not the case has got me wondering. I did it, boss. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but just remember your training and try not to hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the Observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck out there, and hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I've put so much time into training you, got it? Seems like a nice fella. Alright, well let's just take a look around. I saw smoke coming from Young Bark Crater up north and figured I should go check it out. You can use the scout launcher. Just please don't break it while I'm gone. Tektite. Tectonic? Any relation, I wonder? East Nomai Ruins. Okay. South Quantum Grove Crater. Northwest Geyser Mountains. And North Young Bark Crater. So that was the direction that we're meant to be going, right? Over here, Launch Scout. Oh, nice. So there's the smoke that was referenced before, right? Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. Good to know. What else we have over here? Moraine. Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. I'm using my signal scope to pick up sounds from distant planets. It's set to the Outer Wilds Ventures frequency, so I could pick up the traveler's music. Last night I heard Rybek's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets, too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. Huh. Well, let me get in on the action. Outer Wilds Ventures. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, isn't that cool? And that's the title theme as well, isn't it? The banjo. So that's Rybek's banjo, is what they said. Are there any others out there? I mean, they're probably not at this point. Probably won't make it that easy for us. Cool. Well, I'm sure we will encounter them at some juncture, right? Alright, any value in getting off the beaten path over here? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, but I'm sure eventually we will want to be a little bit more adventurous. Alright, Observatory. Here we go. Time to get some codes. Man, it looks so ominous over there. Huh. Anyway. Anybody up here? Now, this is clearly meant for me to go up here, right? Oh, there's a crank for me to turn and everything. Come on. You can't tell me... You can't tell me that's not intentional, right? Well, I guess we'll come back to it. Oh, I'm in the water. Okay. That is just fine and dandy. Launch tower. Okay, this is the observatory, I guess. Oh, we got a little museum going on here. Okay. Hornfels, Gossan, Feldspar, Esker, Slate. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are all the, those are a lot of names that were referenced earlier. E, F, G, H, S, I don't know. Is that anything? Now, there's 5 names on here. There's only 4 people. Is that because Feldspar is already in space and missing, or is there somebody on there who's not in the picture, and if so, whom? Clockwise from... Oh, the Outer Wild Ventures founding members. Clockwise from top left. Hornfels, Gossan, Slate, and Feldspar. So Slate is one of the founding members. One of the founding fathers. Esker is not pictured. I wonder why. Big thanks to these additional founding members of Outer Wilds Ventures, without whom we would never have gotten off the ground. Matthew Steinhauer, Ben Etherington, Qwerty UIOP the Pie, Jordan Frith, Tom Cummings, Sean Shark Templar Farrell, Steve Ursel, Ohmwrecker. Oh, wait. Oh, these are real-life people that must have, like, done a Kickstarter support or something like that, right? I've heard of Ohmwrecker. Okay. Cool. Timberhearth's first and only space program was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally, keyword intentionally, launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timberhearth and later made the first of what would be the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Addlerock. Got it. The Addlerock. How? Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Haha. Oh, geez, do not break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous, and I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? I'm starting to feel it, man. I just did my zero-G training. Life is good. Good. You've only been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. I can't wait to see your training pay off. So what's the dirt? You here to see the new Nomai statue? What, the one, this one here? You haven't heard? Gabbro bought it back with them from Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like. But I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know. And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, geez, I got a little carried away there. Go on, you have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? The Nomai. So they've got 3 eyes. We have 4. I wonder if that's significant, or in the way that like third eye is kind of used metaphorically for like a deeper understanding. I wonder if that's significant. This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with our most detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appear to have been covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where the species came from or what happened to them. What is the significance of the jewelry on the antlers? What am I missing? I'm not seeing anything in particular. Huh. I don't know. Oh, more museum stuff. Cool. Future site of our next exhibit. If you've enjoyed your time with the Outer Wilds, please consider supporting our planned museum expansion. Oh, got it, got it. This is also probably from the devs for Outer Wilds DLC, huh? Cool. I love kind of like hands-on science museums like this. I just get a really big kick out of that. So seeing a virtual one makes me happy as well. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. Yeah, and it turns into a what is it, like a white dwarf, and then a red dwarf, and then eventually either supernovas or black hole, right? As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If the star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. I mean, isn't it the fate of every sun eventually, really? When you think about it? Some interesting pictures there. I wonder if these are like hints of places we should go try to find, either on our planet or on others, like points of interest, of significance. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. Oh, whoa. Wall running, huh? Now that's cool. Cool. Alright. Good to know. This is, what? Is this our ship? Or no, the little scout, whatever, right? The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the little scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. Boy, if only they had one of those for our spacesuits, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Is that a Nomai skeleton? Yeah. We could tell from their skulls that they possessed antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, shows us that Harthians couldn't have descended from Nomian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. And that will be our task, I assume. Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. This decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, How and why did they come here? I mean, obviously, this is probably intentional, but Nomai shares quite a lot of letters with nomadic and nomad, so I don't know. That's kind of where my mind's at. These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xeno-archaeological expeditions. This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Oh, so we've got a little translator here. Right. I guess that's what that guy at the entrance gave us. Untranslated Nomai writing. Cassava. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Oh, there's more branch. Got it. Fortunately, the Adelrock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. And then that's it, I guess? What about this? What about this thing here? Is that significant? Huh. Oh, that's where we came in. Okay, let's explore the inner exhibits now. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. That's what anyway. This ground is perfectly the ground is perfectly level. So what do you think causes this spooky motion? The rotation of our planet. The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the Adelrock's gravity pulls on objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. Very neat. I love the physics that are being implemented here. Okay. The strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed. Like, Schrodinger's cat type of thing, right? Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree this effect is extremely creepy. Exists in all possible spaces. Oh! Oh, weird. That is wild. Huh. Yeah. That is trippy. Okay. Now, what is up with this guy here? This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. Don't tap on the glass, I assume. Alright, up we go. Get those codes, I assume. Codemaster, view map. Whoa! Okay. Cool. So we get our first preview of the various celestial bodies at play. So, the sun, of course. Does it have a name? Oh, and there's something next to the sun. There's... What is that? Like an energy collection tool? Satellite of some kind? I don't know. Ember Twin and Ash Twin. The Hourglass Twins. Okay. Timber Hearth with the Adelrock. Right. Okay. We've got Brittle Hollow. That's been referenced a couple times. And Hollow's Lantern. We've got Giant's Deep. That's the water planet, right? And then it's got some kind of orbiting thing around it as well. There's the Dark Bramble. And then there was something else that was sort of on the periphery of the system that I wanted to look at further. Oh, and what is this planet here that's kind of close? Oh, that's weird. Why does this not have like a name on it? The planet does not exist in our archives. It does not exist. And then there's this out here. Okay, so I'm sure that's going to be part of the mystery. There's going to be celestial bodies out there that have not been officially captured or recorded for either nefarious reasons or an oversight. Who's to say? But That will be interesting to ascertain. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Yeah, that would be like the Doppler shift, right? From like the Big Bang. Hornfels observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. Yeah, the sheer size and scale of space, like, literally boggles the mind. Like, you think you understand it, you don't. Space is just too, like, mind-numbingly, incredibly, vastly enormous. Just like your mom. Got him! Anyway, Hornfels. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations, and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? Honestly, I kind of want to meet with the other travelers and see what their deal is. You're going to check in with them, are you? Not a bad plan. No one knows the solar system better than our astronauts. Let's see, Chert is on the Hourglass Twins, Ryback is on Brittle Hollow, and Gabbro is on Giant's Deep, last I checked. And, well, there's Feldspar, obviously, but of course we don't know where they are, or if they're even alive. Feldspar has been lost for a very long time, I'm afraid. On a more cheerful note, you'll find Esker Station on the Adelrock. They're not a traveler so much as a lunar local, but I'm sure they'll appreciate a visit nevertheless. Well then, looks like that's all that's left to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. Let's get out of here. Excellent. You'll be needing the launch codes then. Here they are. Best get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications to your ship, eh? Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help. Well, let's chat a little bit more. Tell me more about Feldspar. He was one of the 4 founding members of Outer Wilds, along with our flight coach Gosson, Slate the engineer, and me. As ground control and later the museum curator, I didn't work with Feldspar as closely as Slate and Gosson did. I can tell you Feldspar was absolutely fearless, though. Nothing scared them. Test piloted everything Slate ever built. It's a wonder Feldspar lived to see space, frankly, but they did. Flew all sorts of dangerous stunts and explored everything they could find. And then one day they just didn't come back. We don't know what happened, or where Feldspar went, or even whether they're still alive. It's been a long time since they left. I guess that's it. Cool, so we've got our launch codes down there. And yeah, so that kind of seems like our primary objective at the moment, right? Is to like see where Feldspar may have gone. And maybe if we need to like rescue or... Oh! What? Am I tripping right now? Whoa! I'm definitely tripping right now. Excuse me? This is... Is it pulling out the memories out of our heads into its head? Why? What? I mean, I didn't imagine it. It's definitely looking that way, but why? And the eyes are open now, right? They were closed before? Whoa, that's... Where's my museum buddy who was out here before? I don't know, but that was unnerving. Oh, there he is. Hal. The statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes open and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? No, not like a hallucination, like real life. Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? No, we're gonna push the issue. The statue is definitely weird. Just keep an eye on it. Or like, multiple eyes. You've got enough to spare. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did, but why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'll be able to tell you more? On the other hand, Gabbro's, Gabbro, so maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck and safe flying. Okay, so that's another quest, is why is the statue the way that it is? Is it possible that, like, the spirits or the genetic memory of the previous civilization resides in their artifacts and, like, they digitized themselves somehow, or, I don't know. There's a million different things that it could be, I guess. Oh, you again. You going into space today? Are you going to never coming back like Feldspar did? I'm worried about you, kid. But Hornfels says no one knows what happened to Feldspar. Hornfels says they got lost in space even though they were the best pilot ever. You're not as good as Feldspar, so you should really be careful not to get lost. Thanks, kid. Shouldn't you be like in school or something? I swear, these youngins. Oh, we've come full circle. Now, how cool is that? I love that. I love like a satisfying level design that just drops you off and makes you say, "That's all right. I'm back." Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. Yeah, no, don't sweat. Okay, I guess that's all to say that can be said. So, putting in the launch codes. Yeah, okay. It looks a little cobbled together, right? But, I mean, I guess everything is, really, in this community. There's a ship log. We could suit up. There's the crystal, which I guess powers our engine. You know what? We'll explore our ship later. I say we get into orbit. Liftoff landing camera. Okay. Left shift for liftoff. So here we go. Up we go. Whoa. Okay. Let's slow down just a tad. Oh, we have our relative velocity there in meters per second. And here we are. Wow. Look at all of this. Man, there is so much to explore. I don't even know where to start. I mean, I presume that we'll start kind of with the moon there, the Adelrock, right? And then kind of take it from there. But what a good job of kind of setting the stage and, like, literally laying the universe out for us, right? Well, I guess the solar system more, but you know what I mean. And we kind of have our marching orders. People to find, mysteries to solve, and I can't wait to uncover those with you. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed our little expedition beginning. I know I have. I've got a lot of questions, but I can't wait to find the answers with you. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here so far, please be sure to let me know what you think in a appropriately spoiler-free fashion. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more Outer Wilds content coming at you hot and fresh, just like the solar system sun. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.